Hi, boys and girls. Happy Thursday. Welcome to today's Read Aloud and Writing video. I wanted to start by giving a shout out to Zaire and Malaysia for sending in pictures of your work this week. This week we are still working on biographies, so I'm going to read a biography to you about another person, and then we're going to work on our biography writing page after the story. So this book is on Epic, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and today we're going to be learning about the life of Maya Angelou. All right, so this is the front cover. Maya Angelou, let's get started. My story. I was born in 1928. I had one brother. My grandma raised us. We lived in Arkansas. My family was Black. We were treated unfairly. My childhood was not easy. And this picture here is a picture of a water fountain that says colored on it. And we talked about segregation a lot during this school year. So this is an example of something that was kept separate. So white people and Black people were using different water fountains during the time of Maya Angelou's childhood. And in the book, it asks the question, what would it feel like to be treated unfairly? Well, that's something that you can think about. I know that being treated unfairly does not feel good. So that's my answer. Books helped me feel better. I loved to read. I also loved to sing and dance. I became a performer. America was changing. I was a part of it. I wanted all people to be treated fairly. And in this picture here, you can see a photograph of people protesting, advocating for equal rights, which is something that Maya Angelou cared a lot about. I enjoyed writing. I decided to write a book. It was about my childhood. It was about being Black. And then on the next page, it asks, would you like to write a book? Why or why not? So that's something else that you could think about. The book was special. It gave people a new perspective. It was a bestseller. I won awards. I was famous. I wrote more books. I wrote plays. I wrote poetry. I was a voice for my community. I read a poem when Bill Clinton became president. It was a beautiful moment. I was happy to be an American. I was honored for many years. I kept writing until my death. I was an inspirational woman. I wrote, I performed, I told stories through art. All right, and that is the end of this story about Maya Angelou. So in the previous lessons this week, you saw us complete page 1 and page 2 of the biography document. Today we're going to complete page 3. So in page 1, you talked about the family and early life of your person. Page 2, you talked about jobs that he or she had and why they were important. And then on page 3, you're going to talk about what's happening in that person's life now and what types of things did that person change in the world. So as you heard in the book about Dr. Maya Angelou, she passed away in 2014. So at this moment, she physically is not doing things now, but people definitely still read her books, still read her poetry, still think about things that she said. People still watch her performances. So I can write that as my sentence. I can say, Maya Angelou passed away in 2014. However, people still read her books, her poems, and watch her performances. And then maybe on the side for my picture, I would draw a picture of people reading a Maya Angelou book or people watching a Maya Angelou performance to show what's going on now. And then the last question is, what did he or she change? So in the book, she tells us that she advocated for equal rights. She didn't like being treated unfairly, so she went to different protests. So those are some things that she helped to change. She also helped people to feel a certain way through her art. For example, sometimes when you read a poem. It can make you think about new things. It can make you happy. It could motivate you. So those are some things that she changed. So I'm going to write, Maya Angelou fought for equal rights and participated in protests. She influenced people through her art. All right, so that's how I believe she made a change in the world. I could draw a picture here on the side of her protesting. I could draw a picture of her speaking to show how she changed people's lives, okay? So that is the end of my video for today. We want you guys to work on page 3 of your biography assignment today. So whatever person you chose to research, you're going to do page 3 for your research. And we can't wait to see your finished reports on Friday. See you later, boys and girls. Bye.